Hi there, this is Mike of Nearly Enough Dice, and this is the Kerbal Space Program. I have skipped over a few bits, apologies for that. If you particularly wanted to see me do another launch, then yeah, what is wrong with you? Right, I have sent my Moho probe out, and it's got an orbit of not quite 100k, but it's pretty close. Now, I have the Moho windows coming up. You can see down here in the corner. In 8 days. But now I've got a ton of Delta V, right? In the upper stage, just to have a quick look. We should be in the daytime now. So there we go. That's the craft. This is the satellite itself. That there is the that's just the separator. But I've got 9,887 in the tank. Now I'm just gonna bring up my mission planner thing, and that says, not that you can really read it, but that says that it's going to take me 5,870 to get to Moho. That's to an orbit. And then 3,354 to get back. That may include aero braking, I'm not sure. For a total of 9,224, so theoretically I've got more than enough. Now there's probably going to be a plane change in there, so maybe that's going to be the problem. However, the actual problem, problem is the wrong word. In order to get that amount of Delta V, I need to use an ion engine. And an ion engine has a really low thrust, so it'll take a while to do the ejection, to put in that 5,870 Delta V, 5,870 meters a second Delta V that I need to put in. Probably more. The burn would probably be longer than an entire orbit. So what do you do? Well, according to the thing I've seen, is you do multiple burns. It's going to bring up another thing on my tablet. I need to come up with a way of showing things other than the main screen on screen. There are ways, but no. Now, this is a website, ksp.olex.biz, so ksp.olex.biz, and this is a calculator. And just going to chuck and do the maths again. There we go. And this gives me some maths, as you can see, upon my tablet, right? And a couple of graphs that you can look at, well, images. And these tell me two things. Where I want Moho to be relative to, so I put Kerbal at 90 degrees from the sun, like that, okay? So that's as close to 90 degrees as I can get. I want Moho to be about there, and I'm hoping, because I've used the calculation from Kerbal Alarm Clock, I'm hoping that is correct. So in 8 days, that's where Moho is going to be. Meanwhile, this second thing here, there we go, that's more or less centered. What that is where I want my craft to be. That's where I want the... in fact, it's really just passing it now. That's where I want the burn to be. I think that's pretty much right. Node angle to prograde. Well, that's actually what I want. Node angle to prograde. I think. Let's see. Oh, okay. I can't. Yeah. Okay. We're going to move it along until it's actually an orbit I can get to. Where is that again? Node to prograde, or to retrograde. 118. Okay, that's close enough. And then I will. Right. Right. Okay. So I'm not going to do a burn this time round. Now, what I'm hoping is that this essentially is going to stay at 118 to prograde as I go round. Because what I want to do, I don't think I can do the whole burn in one go. Part of the thing is I've got like 331 meters per second left in the current thing. So what that will do is I'll gradually increase my. If I was just to burn there, then my orbit will go off that way. But because that is essentially retrograde compared to Kerbin's orbit around the Sun, I'll be lowering my orbit around the Sun until I can intercept Moho. That's the plan. But I can't do it in one burn, so I have to do it in several burns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and put in as close as possible. It's 331. And that's going to be the burn that I do using the remnants of my orbit stage. I should probably just junk it. I'm just going to do that. So you can see that's going to raise my apoapsis up quite a bit. It is also going to place my periapsis right at that point. And so the idea is, once I've done that burn, I will then split up the remaining, I've just done 330 out of the, whatever was it, 5,000 or whatever it is I need. The ejection burn is 1696. Oh yeah, so the ejection burn is 1696. The rest of the delta V is going to be slowing down because I'm going to be at such a ridiculously high speed compared to Moho when I get there, if I get there, if this works. So essentially the suggestion is I split the remaining 16, the rest of the like 1300, 1400 meters a second that I need to put in. I split them up into 4-minute burns. Or was it 2-minute burns? Like 1 minute on each side of the node, which is going to be 1 minute on each side of the apoapsis, of the periapsis, as it will be when that happens. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. Now I'm starting this now because I am not quite sure exactly how long this is going to take. You can see the orbit is at about halfway through. It's about 16 minutes. What? Well, it's about 30 minutes for a full orbit. But when I do this one, an orbit's going to be longer, and if I put in some more, it's going to be longer still, and then longer still, and then longer still. So I don't know how long this process is going to take, because I have to come around each time and do another orbit. Are we going to do this correctly? Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of that for a second. Alright, so we're going to speed up slightly, just to get closer to the time. So I'm going to do this one burn using my big thrusty engine that's got lots of thrust. And then the rest is going to be on the small engine. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And it would have helped if I would at any point have gone to the goddamn maneuver node. Oh, what is wrong with me? Apart from everything. Oh, what a twonk, eh? Right, let's forget that actually. Let's go here. Oh, I'm such a prawn. Right, how much do I have left now? 243. Oh. Now, I mean, I'm hoping this isn't enough to completely break the whole process. It could well be. Oh, I'm so annoyed with myself. How do I do these things? How do I like get to this point and then forget to put myself on node? How much got left now? 234. So I don't even know what way I was pointing there. So yeah, what? Oh. Alright, abandon everything. In fact, because I first have to not aerobrake. I'm so useless. They should not be allowed in charge of rocket ships. So where were we? So I'm now going to put that down again. Oh, let's try that again, shall we? Should not be allowed in charge of rocket ships. What's that one? Is that one of my... It's Moho Satellite. Should do something like that, whatever that is. Should also see if the Mercury Tiger has in fact gotten around to crashing yet. I believe it has. Estimation burn time 1 second. Well, you're wrong about that. Right, so let us move to the maneuver node, like we should have done in the first place. This is a very not very happy to maneuver rocket. I should really just give up. I should not, you know, like, why am I bothering about 213 meters a second? Couldn't tell you. I'm not entirely sure I'm properly qualified to make decisions about anything, quite frankly. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Right, so we can just run out. Move ourselves around a bit. Really, what am I doing? Goodbye. Okay, so I have to move that. Not quite done what I wanted it to do, I think. Okay, so what I'm now going to do is well, what I now need to do is I need to separate that out. There we go. So now the satellite is moving on its own, and that's all that's being left behind. And so now what I want to do is I want to separate this into 1 minute or 2 minute burns. As you can see, that adds a really small amount into the. Maybe let's go for 4 minutes. Let's go for 2 minutes on the other side. This is where I would quite like to have like a precise node thing, which I probably should get into putting on. Arg! And that's another reason why I would like to be going to precise node, is you can undo stuff like that. You can just get rid of it. Now this does mean that I can't actually right, so I'm actually going to use Kerbal alarm clock for this. I can't just click on go to the next maneuver node, because I need to have 2 minutes. Between the burns. Well, 2 minutes before. I'm going to be starting the burn 2 minutes before. Things I don't currently know. Do I have enough electric charge? I do have 2 gigantors, but if I have managed to choose a point where I'm not in sunlight, which it doesn't look like it's going to be happening. Then do I have enough power to? Because I've not used an iron engine before. I'm really not familiar with them. So delete on close. So time to node burn is actually 3 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes 53. Yeah. No, I gave myself a 3 minute. I'm not quite sure how much time. Anyway, never mind. See, I'm only actually able to add about the same in this massively long burn as I was able to with the entirety of all that I had left in a 4 or 5 second burn stage. So it is actually a good thing that I'm starting early, I think. I am massively unsure about things. One, 0. And I've changed the... Well, it's nice and maneuverable. So you're not seeing a huge change, obviously. I changed it because I think the angle's wrong, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I am wrong about that. I was wrong about that. I had it right the first time, I think. Oh, I don't know. I'm doing it wrong. Well, in that case, what I should do is I should stop, is what I should do. And correct and say it was correct when I had it before. At 118.73. This is a real problem. I genuinely don't know what I'm doing. So I don't know what to trust. What had happened is I had set myself up so I was at 90 degrees like that, but obviously Kerbal moved around a bit, so who knows? Who knows? Should have trusted the figures. One thing I don't know is 117 prograde going to remain 117 prograde? 10, 9, as I go around. So there are all sorts of questions that I don't have answers. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So some changes happening, it's just taking a while. Come on, let me select it. Thank you. Yeah, so this is going to take a little time. And I don't know if I'm doing it right. So, yeah, okay. All I can do is keep on with the same methods. My plan, such as it is to just go around, even though I've got 8 days to go, keep going around, keep doing this until my sphere of I'm close to the edge of the Kerbal sphere of influence. So my last burn will be right on that, and then we'll see, I guess. I don't know how many of these burns it's going to take. Fundamentally, I don't know anything. I may be making a terrible mistake. I maybe should have gone with something with a higher thrust to weight ratio. Well, having said that, the one thing that is working is that I clearly have enough electricity. I don't know if you need 2 Gigantors. I really only put 2 Gigantors on because of symmetry. If I could have thought of a way of putting it on just 1, I would have done that. So let's leave it there. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying these videos. Hit like and subscribe if so. Come find me at newnorthdice.com. We're also on Twitter and Facebook. And until next time, Reach the stars, even if you're not sure you know what you're doing.